Okay, hi, assalamualaikum and good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. So please, first of all, please excuse my voice because I have a cold. Um, as we know, at the previous meeting, we have decided the question for each of us. So let me read the question. For the first question is for me. The second question is for Putri and Amira. The third question is for Karen and Yana. And the last question, the question number 4 is for me. Also, at the previous meeting, we have discussed a little bit for the answer. So today we will preview the complete answer from each of us. I will start first by presenting the introduction. The introduction is about the important aspect of the case study. Let me read it for you guys. The important aspect of the case study is to test students' understanding of this topic. By making this case study, we can see how students relate a situation to the topic of the lesson, also how students can relate learning to their daily lives and the circumstances around them. They should be able to apply learning in their lives. In addition, this case study task can see the team spirit among group members and be able to identify students' ability in solving problems by discussing among group members and giving each other opinions. Can also add confidence and hone their abilities in terms of voicing opinions to others. This case study helped to increase students' confidence, thinking ability, and understanding. So I think this important aspect, we have made it the case study before. So I think this is the important aspect that we can have from making a case study. So next we will continue with question number 2. I will pass it for Putri.
Thanks, Azima. I will continue. So for question number 2 is individual and environmental factors that affect the consumer behavior in buying the cosmetic and perfume from the company. So I will present about individual factor. I have choose nature of personality. Nature of personality have 3 types. The first is uh, personality can reflect individual difference. Second is personality is consistent. And the last one is personality can change. But I have not decided yet which point will I choose for the factor. So I will give explanation for every point that I have right. Then can you guys give opinion which point the most suitable for this question?
Yes, of course.
Yes, can Putri.
Okay, thank guys. Okay, so the first point is personality reflects individuals. This defined as difference in that the inner characteristic that make up an individual's personality are a unique blend of factors. And in this world, is no one as familiar to each other. However, some people may share the same personality characteristic in certain aspects, but not in others. For example, everyone has a varied choice for perfume scents. Some people prefer a mild and soft scent, while others prefer a strong and aromatic scent. From what I can conclude from this station was that people who dislike strong scents are introverts, while those who enjoy powerful perfume scents are extroverts because they want to impress people around them. So, Mika Incorp must develop a variety of products to fulfill the demand of consumer with different characteristics. For cosmetic, customer always must very picky. This is because everyone's skin tones and texture have many types. For example, some people have bright skin tones or tan skin, while others have oily skins or dry skin. As a result, client will select cosmetics that are both safe and sweet for their skin. It is because the inappropriate cosmetic pick will have a serious effect on the skin. Next factor, the second factor is a personality, which is both consistent and enduring. The company can try to appeal to the characteristic feature that exist in their target market. Consumer purchasing behavior frequently varies due to a variety of elements that influence behavior. Example that I can give is like Hikmah must go to Africa for work. Because of the temperature in Malaysia having a temperate climate, Hikmah doesn't like to use sunscreen. But in Africa, Hikmah need to buy a sunscreen with a 50 SPF to protect her face because of weather in Africa that too hot. From this situation, I can say that the environment has changed Hikmah's behavior in buying cosmetics. Lastly, the last point is consumer personalities might change because of many situations, such as important life experience. It's well like Aisha, who loves to use perfume that smell fresh because it makes her mind feel relaxed. But after she get married, she have changed the perfume to use a floral smell. It is because her husband don't like fresh smell from her perfume that made her husband feel dizzy. So I have explained the 3 points. You guys think which point that I'll have to choose for case study?
In my opinion, I think the second point is more suitable because the example that you give is more suitable for the question.
Oh, I see. Others?
Dima, I don't agree with that because I think the first point is more better than the second point because it has more explanation and it has more rest to the question.
Yes, I think I agree with Karen.
I'm agree with Karen too to choose
Hmm.
the first point.
So I have choose the first point for the case study. Next, I will pass to Amira for environmental factors.
So, thank you, Putri. So, I will continue for the environment factors. One environment factor that affect the consumer behavior in terms of buying the cosmetic and perfumes from the company is subculture. The identification of the subculture may provide a firm with a segment of a market that it can develop. There is five major subculture which is based on geography, religion, race, age, and gender. For method incorporation, I have choose the subculture based on age. So, subculture that based on age difference from people living in the same country and belong to the same main culture. The skin is the largest organ in your body and undergoes significant changes throughout your lifetime. Those who belong to the young age group will have skin that is quite different from those who are middle-aged or elderly. Young age are likely more categorized, have relatively thin and soft skin. For the fragile skin of a newborn, toward the egg-born teenagers to the wrinkle of later life, your skin will undergo various stages in which the demands will also change. It is important for marketers to produce a cosmetic that can be used by every age. For those who are older, they tend to choose cosmetics that can hide down their wrinkles. For example, in product selection for anti-age promoting skincare. For age between 20 to 30 years old, they will use a skincare to moisturize their skin, and age between 55 to 17 years old, they tend to choose a product that heals their skin from anti-age effect. For the selection of perfumes, those who are older prefer perfume that smells soft and refreshing compared to teenagers who prefer a strong and romantic scent of perfumes. So that's for the environment factor. Next, I will pass to Karen to continue for the question 2.
Okay, thanks, Mira. So for my part, I just wanted to make confirmation some question from you guys. The part that I take is question 3, which is one marketing strategy for this case study. Then for my answer of question 3, so before I do the explanation of marketing strategy, I will explain the company has faced what problems. First, the company does not have any increase of sales, although they have done a great extent and invested about 30,000 on new packaging. Although an effort has been made in the right direction, but they have some important factors concerning consumer behavior have been neglected. So at here, I will suggest some more effective marketing strategy to overcome the current situation. First, I will suggest the company must cater their target market. This is because choosing a target market is critical because it allows the company to focus its efforts on customers that have a high potential for sales growth, product interest, and brand loyalty. Besides, it can easily know your target market and can help you figure out where to seek for possible customers who are looking for what you have to offer. Company may be targeting the customer based on their gender and can classify or categorize them in groups. After targeting customer, I would suggest that company can adding new products, cosmetic and perfumes to customer. Expanding their product line can let the customers have more options to buy products. So the customer will need to go to competitor sites if they can get all they want on your sales channels. So Zima, do you agree with my marketing strategy answer?
Yes, Karen. I think you have given a great marketing strategies for this question, and I agree with your answer.
Okay, thanks Zima. Okay, thanks. That's all for my part. I will pass to Yana to continue our discussion on the other marketing strategies.
Thank you, Karen. Now I will continue about the Christian marketing strategy. For my point is, companies must provide. For my point is, the company should provide a taster to the consumers so that they may try it out before committing to the company product. This can entice clients in variety of ways to stay loyal to the product. In addition to offering a taster, the firm will receive client feedback and will be able to discover other types and features that may be included in the future goods. To support idea that point, I will give about the provide sales representative with product expertise in order to make customer demand for item. The sales representative will get product expertise in order to correctly and convincingly the communication, benefit and specific features. The more information an agent have, the better they can communicate. Is it relatable to the giving taster to the consumer?
Yes.
Yes,
I
Yana.
think yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for me. Then I will pass to Azima to continue the conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Yana. Then I will continue with the conclusion. Okay, I will just read just a little bit for the conclusion. The conclusion that I have made is that the conclusion that can be made based on this case study is we can relate a given situation to what we have learned in this subject. We are also be able to give your opinions from our views and understanding based on this topic. So I think we can relate to this conclusion that I have made because we relate this question with our life and also with our understanding from this topic and this subject of consumer behavior. So I think the conclusion that I have made is also related to the question and the conclusion that we want to make. So I think that's it for the meeting for today. And I think we can make another meeting for adding more idea or if we want to change the answer. And also if we don't want to make a meeting, we can also just chat through the app. So I think that's it for this meeting. Thank you guys for your times and also your commitment in this I'm sorry in this case study. I think we can end.
Okay, thanks guys. Thanks, Azima.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys.